I was in Walmart and I was eating a tube of Pringles and I ate them while my mom paid, but I forgot to let the guy scan them, so I walked out the Walmart and the alarm went off and I just started running because I got scared and my mom couldn't find me because I was hiding behind the newspaper things in the Walmart. People called the police because I was missing, and when I hear them show up I thought I was a criminal, so I left my mom a note on the newspaper that said I went to Mexico to start a new life and not come looking for me, and then I took off running with my Pringles and ran for like an hour, and then the cops saw me walking down the road so they pulled over, so I started running again, and then they were using the car intercom thing and they told me to stop running. So when I did, I thought they were gonna put me in handcuffs and take me to jail, so I was crying and I slapped the officer in the stomach and tried to run again, but he just held me back, and when he asked me what happened to me and I told him, he started crying because he was laughing so hard. And he just gave my mom $2 for the Pringles and he was still laughing when he left. And that's the time I was a wanted criminal. When I was young,
brother was playing Minecraft. An hour later he told me that he got a Minecraft girlfriend. I was surprised because I got a Minecraft boyfriend that day too. I was happy for him. My brother kept chatting with his girlfriend and I kept chatting with my boyfriend. We were chatting with them for days and days. Me and my boyfriend would make out in Minecraft. Smirking face. A few days later my mom told my brother to stop playing Minecraft because he was failing every class, even English, literally the language he speaks. But I noticed that ever since my brother stopped playing, my boyfriend stopped playing too. I thought it was a coincidence, so I didn't think much of it. My boyfriend didn't play for over a month, so I decided to just cheat on him. But then he joined me and he saw me cheat. We got in a huge fight and I blocked him. But then I heard my brother crying in his room saying he broke up with his Minecraft girlfriend. I told him I broke up with my Minecraft boyfriend too. That was once my brother was playing. My brother had a friend over, so I also thought his friend was cute, so it's about 7 or 8 when he comes over, so I'm about to get in the shower in my head because I knew he was coming, so I got in the shower, and I don't usually leave the door unlocked, but this time I did because I forgot to lock it. So his friend asked him, yo, where is the bathroom? He said, go upstairs to the right. He said okay, but I was in my zone taking my shower, so he knocked but I couldn't hear him, and he walked in and I said, bro, I told you to stop walking in on me. I said, oh hey, when did you get here? He said, I just got here and had to use the bathroom when I was 15. My
white dumby bumby mumby cumby hot Cheeto girl at my school. She acted like she owned the place and was a big bully. She made sickening homophobic and racist jokes. After my dumbass bitch-ass small pumpa pea-brain realized how wrong it was, I approached her. I told her how offensive her words are, and that flaky dandruff scalp bitch said, shut up bitch, I'll become your stepmom and beat you. So, I fucked her dad, videotaped it, and sent it to her. I made sure to be extra loud. The next day she moved schools. Pretty sure I gave her trauma. Dumb bitch.
So today
there was story time. So one day I asked my friends if they wanted to play Among Us with me. They were busy, so they said no. I said okay, it's fine, I can just join a public server alone. So I joined a public server. My main color was taken, so I had to be black. A couple games went by and everything seemed normal. Some guy had to go and someone else joined, their color was white. He seemed normal and fine. More games went by and then he started acting really strange. Mind you, the things he's going to say, he said it directly to me. I'm running out of time, like for part 2? Among Us story time. So one
my bedroom was the only one that faced the front of the house. When I was about 8 or 9, I woke up to my dad calmly but firmly telling me to get up, go in the bathroom, and shut the door. I was annoyed because I was half asleep, but I listened. Apparently I was more tired than I realized, because I fell asleep on the bathroom floor. The next morning I asked my mom what happened. She seemed oblivious and confused. I looked at my dad like she was crazy, and I asked him why he had woken me up. He denied doing it. I was becoming frustrated to the point of tears, but I ultimately let it go. Fast forward to college. I was home one break, and I decided to ask again. I had thought of that night off and on for years, and it still bothered me. This time, my dad goes, "Ha, I was wondering if you even remembered that." Turns out that a lot. Growing up, my bed is a bit of a long one, so get your popcorn ready and get comfy. Anyways, one time in year 4 or 5 I used to play Roblox with my backup best friend. We're not friends anymore, so she'd blow up if she saw this, especially if it had her name in it, so let's call her Lily. Anyways, me and Lily were on Roblox and we were playing our favorite game, Roblox and Life. Because I was a little sad kid, I spent all my pocket money on Robux so I could make my avatar bomb off to catfish people into thinking I'm pretty. It worked very well, and every time I joined a game I'd get at least 10 Roblox boyfriends in like 3 minutes. When I flexed all my Roblox boyfriends to Lily on FaceTime, she always started to cry because she couldn't get any. I kept telling her to shut up, but she said she wouldn't stop crying until I gave her one of my boyfriends. I found one of the weird Roblox boys in the game. This is a bit of a long one, so
I was 5 or 6. A teacher found a pair of shitty underwear in the bathroom and all the teachers had to line up their students to find out which kid needed to be sent home. My teacher literally went round the class putting her hand into our pants to make sure we had underwear on. I'm still pretty traumatized from feeling her crusty dusty old woman hand in between my ass cheeks. Anyway, it got to the last kid in my class and my teacher put her hand in his ass, and when she pulled her arm out it was covered in shit. The kid was crying, so was the teacher. One student threw up and I caused a chain reaction and everyone was throwing. It was so gross. The vomit smell was there for weeks. One time when I
literally happened last week. I was just in my class meeting and my teacher said to do the classwork individually. I had a question and they answered and I was like okay cool, and then did it. I finished it, was still had leftover time to just go on my phone, so I started to watch anime because I love anime, hehe. Anyways, I was watching it and here is the thing. I talk out loud and say my emotions while watching anime, so I was watching and the love interests were getting upset with each other, and then a girl who liked the guy was confessing to him and I was getting triggered. I was like oh my god, he doesn't love you back up dude, he loves someone else clearly. And I was screaming cause the girl wasn't taking the hint, and I continued yelling a little more and then sighed. All of a sudden, my teacher said whoa, I want to know how this ends, did she take the hint? And man, my face went so fucking red. I was at a loss for words and saw I wasn't on mute. I muted myself and wanted to fucking die because of the amount of embarrassment I felt. I still am embarrassed and don't want to encounter my teacher in class again tomorrow. It happened last week. I was just in when I was 14, my dad's friends came and visited us because we moved a couple years ago. I knew they had a son around my age, but I didn't think anything of it because the last time I saw him he was so ugly. When they came over my house, this 6'1" fine-ass man walked into my house. We're going to call him Josh. That whole night there was so much sexual tension between us. Josh's family and my family were all sitting on my couch, but then our families left to go outside. When I tell you this man was so fine I could barely contain myself. Then me and Josh started talking and we found out that we have so much in common. We talked the whole night. His family didn't have a hotel room for that night, so they stayed at my house. At like 2:30 I Snapchated him to come to my room because I wanted him so bad. Then when he came to my room we watched a movie and we were cuddling. When I tell you he smelled so good. Chill. Anyways, halfway through the movie he shut the computer and I was freaking out because I was like, am I about to hook up with this fine ass boy who I haven't seen in years? Then when I was 14